This video is going to talk about skill point farming in Eve right now. One of the best ways to actually increase your skill points per hour. And also, if you're not really interested in the skill points too, this would actually kind of roughly translate to ISK per hour too, because you could technically just convert the skill points into injectors and sell them that way. Now, CCP has said that this will probably change in the future. So anybody watching this right now, it does work. So the best thing you can do is just kind of get in on this early, because after a while, this will not be available. So I'm going to kind of go over this in a really kind of generalized, highlighted fashion, because it's not really too complicated. It can be time consuming, but it's absolutely worth the time to do it. Let's talk about the whole precedence here. It's the AIR career program. That's what we're going to be talking about. If you complete all 4 categories, you will also hit all 4 of these objectives down the bottom. The total number of SP you can get from this is 750,000. It roughly takes, if you are dedicated and you really kind of got your system figured out, it roughly takes about 12 hours. You can do it in 10 to get everything done. The way this works is every time you complete one of these in categories, you're going to get a crate, a graduation crate that is going to include 100,000 skill points. And you get that for just completing 75% of this category. So a lot of these you don't have to actually complete. But what's nice about, there's a lot of crossover when you're doing these objectives. So the idea is that you would start a new character on an account and you would just kind of have a hit sheet on all these activities you need to do. I usually like starting off doing like mining missions, because mining missions are going to allow you to take care of rat killing quest, bounty quest, LP objectives, mining objectives, because the ore you mine in mining missions, level 1s, is actually going to count towards the industrial side. Even though they're story variants of ore, they still actually count towards their actual in-game variant. And then also, while you're doing missions as well, you're going to be getting the navigation credits, because you're going to be going through the you'll be just gating and doing all the other stuff too. You can also, take a salvager with you, and you can salvage stuff as you go and everything like that. And then missions are just kind of really nice to just kind of focus down first, because it kind of, a lot of crossover. And then as far as Abyssal, you can watch my video on T0 Abyssal. You can do it pretty early on, and you just run a bunch of T0 Abyssals, and then you'll also actually, while you're running Abyssals, get the last category here for killing 30 trig enemies. But okay, I'm not gonna get into the weeds too much, but the idea is you would start a new character and you would complete 75% of each one of these categories. So you get the 100,000 skill points for each of these, and then subsequently you'd be filling this up. So your ultimate goal is actually to get the 3,000 career points to get every piece of SP. So you want all 750. What I do is I'll start a new character. I'll just get on this character, play, because you're going to get a lot of different rewards from doing this, not just SP. So I'll start a new character. She'll go, and they'll go and just complete everything, get all 750,000 skill points, and then I'll basically take everything that they've gotten up to that point, all the ISK and all that ships, whatever the case may be. I'll liquidate it at the end, and then I basically just send all of that ISK over to the main. All of the skill points, like everything that you get as far as rewards here, just leave in your reward window. That's not the reward window, but we're leaving the reward window here. And what you'll do is, like, at the end of every day or whatever, you claim it all on that character you're working on, but then you would actually go to your main on the account, the one that you're farming SP for, and you would just redeem it all on that character. Because essentially the idea is, let's go and log out here, kind of give you an idea. I'm actually going to start working on this with this account, but the way this works is this would be like the main character that's going to be receiving everything from the reward window from the AIR program. So I would start a character here. I wouldn't even worry about the appearance of the character, the name, literally just a throwaway. I would start that character. I would do all 170 or 100 or 700. I would do all 750 SP objectives, and then once that character is done, I'd come back out here. I'd reprocess that character, which is going to make me wait 10 hours, and then I'd start another character and do it again. And then all the while, I would just be redeeming everything on the main here. And you can just do this indefinitely right now. You can just literally just keep creating and kind of doing this, as much as you want, really. And it allows you actually to stack a lot of SP really, really fast. I'd usually in a week you're going to do over 1 million SP, and all the while your main character is already passive training anyway. You don't really care about these characters necessarily training. You don't need a multi-character trainer for these guys, because a lot of the stuff that you can do early on, you already kind of have the skills to do that anyway. So it's actually a really good way to kind of blitz a lot of early training and everything like that. But I figured I'd share this. I know this is like, I've seen some comments on my video where people are talking about it, and it's something I've been doing since the beginning as well. They are going to change it. Obviously, they've made a lot of comments about probably sending the SP rewards directly to the character as far as like redeeming them directly, so they're tied to that character. But for right now, they go straight to the reward window, which allows you to just kind of put them on whatever your character you want. So basically, just to summarize, just run air programs on your second and third slot characters, and then once they complete as much SP as you want, recycle them, start on the third slot character, do it on them, and then just keep making characters and just keep doing it over and over and over. But it's literally the fastest way to get SP right now. And if you don't want the SP, you could just turn them into injectors and sell them on the market, which I think you could roughly make, even a new player could make like 100. If you're doing everything kind of efficiently, you could it ends up being like 100 million or so an hour if you convert everything into ISK and everything. But hopefully you found this video enjoyable, and if you end up trying this or you end up kind of doing this, let me know your thoughts. And there's a lot of things you can do as far as making the whole operation really efficient, as far as finding multiple objectives and kind of overlapping a lot of stuff and getting it done really, really quick. But it's actually something I really enjoy doing. Some of the stuff for the PvP side, Soldier of Fortune, that requires other Capsuleers, it can be a little difficult, but you can also multi-box this whole strategy too. If you multi-box it across multiple accounts, the gains are even better. It scales amazingly if you actually add multiple accounts, have multiple characters logging in, doing combat sites at the same time, doing abyssals at the same time, and you can kind of it just scales amazingly if you're going just going crazy with it at that point. But yeah, it's something I've been doing for a while, and to kind of plus up my alts, or my alphas at least. This character is my alpha character. She will most likely end up getting, I'll be probably doing this until I change it, or until she actually reaches the 20 million limit for alphas, and then I'll probably just stack unallocated skill points so that when she does go to Omega, I have a lot of stockpile to push into whatever ship that I want, which is kind of another thing you can do too. You can hang out alpha and just stack unallocated, and then turn Omega on, and then just go right into the ship you want as far as skills go. But hope you enjoyed the video, and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.